Hello guys, this is leathertoolz. Today I'm to show you a new tool from Chanel. I've been expecting this kind of tool a lot, and now finally they've come out. Now this is a corner cutter, so it's used for cutting corners. And so before I go into details, I will show you where you can buy these. This is the leathercraftstool.com website. I'll put the link in the description box so that you can find it easily. And you can just type in corner or round corner, and then you'll find it buckles, and then you'll find round corner punch. So you could click on this, and then you could find two sizes, actually 1 and 2 centimeter ones. So I think yes, shows, yeah, 2 centimeter has a much bigger round, and one has a much smaller radius of cuts, and I think it's more easier to do the big one with the knife, so I figured maybe it's more useful to buy one. And it just depends on your taste. If you like this big curve, you could use 2 centimeter ones, and I think this suits more of a bag, and this suits more of smaller leather goods. But in case your different taste, if you want this in your small leather goods, you can go for this, and bag for this, you can also go for this also. And if you're living in US, there's also one carrier, it's a Rocky Mountain leathersupply.com. I will put the link in the description box also. And they also have this Chanel corner punch. They provide free shipping in US, so it's much faster and much cheaper if you buy it from Rocky Mountain Leather Supply. So this is your source for US guys. If you're living in Canada also, I think it's better. And let's take a look at it. So it's a typical Chanel package, and there's some literature inside. So, and I've already used this tool before review, so there was a protective rubber coating at the edge, but I removed it. It's very sharp edge, so be careful not to touch it with your hand or accidentally cut your hand. Now, it says this material is SK5. Now, SK5 for this kind of punch is the excellent material. This is similar to 170 to 175 in US standard. Sorry, 1075 or 1070. It's medium carbon steel, and it's really tough steel. And this tough steels, toughness really results in higher edge stability. So if it's used for dies like this, this edge will last really long time. And it has a really, if you try to strike edge tool with hammer, there's a lot of energy is concentrated on this edge, and if steel is too hard or if it's too weak, this edge will get dull very quickly. So if in terms of this impact tool like this tool, you have to really consider the shock damage that will done to the edge. And choosing SK5 steel for this kind of job is really excellent steel. So great job, Chanel. Now, if you see inside this literature, you'll find two ways of using this tool. So one is just trying to put this on a corner, and one is you can cut out this circle and use this piece on the right side. Use this piece because you can inlay other leather, or you can just mark it and you cut with your knife. And this marking, this pre-cut, is really useful, because this is all that matters, because this initiation of cut really helps to get a smooth cut on that arc of curve or arc of the corner that you're doing. So let's try how is it like in real life, and let's see if it shows good result or not. So I prepared some leather, and this is a punching thread I'm going to review in the next video. I'll put this aside, and let's focus on this tool right now. So my first impression of this tool is that I was surprised at how thin this handle is. The handle, I thought it should be much thicker, but then it's much narrower. It's much smaller than I thought, and then it was much better than the thicker ones. And so it's like it's the same thickness. I think it's slightly larger than the carving tools that you could find on the Kyoshi. Okay, so let's say I'm trying to make a round cut with this with this leather. So I'm going to place it, and this is really important to get perfect round cut. So that I'm going to squeeze this top line and this bottom line in order to match the right angle. And I'm going to use this hammer. I'm going to cut it. Okay, so it cuts really nicely. Okay, it shows you a round cut. Okay, now let's say you are making a inlay. So I'm going to place it like this. Okay, so I'm going to make this punch. Then let's say I want to do another cut here. Let's say I want to do another cut here. And another cut here. I'm doing it with no calculation or anything, and you could end up with funny results. Okay, so I didn't do well on this part because obviously it has a narrow width here and larger width here, so it's not a perfect square. But then the idea behind it is that you can cut the inner corner like this, because if you're trying to do this with a knife, it's really nearly impossible. Let's say you can cut this with the multiple cuts with Japanese knife. You can really do it because you can sand it down, you can make it round. But then if you're trying to make a circular round cuts inside of this radius, it's really impossible to do it with your knife. So this is a must. You need this tool to make this part removed, and then you use this piece to match, I don't know, different leathers like this, to make it like this. The reason that has a funny shape is that I didn't really pay attention that I was I had to do it like more of this, and then I had to adjust the angle, but I didn't calculate at all. I just want to give you an idea of how it's used. So sorry about that, guys. And the other thing was that I just make impression like this. Now you have really good clean guidelines that where you should cut. So let's say you draw two lines that meets here, and then you made this cut, and then now you're okay. So what I was thinking was that, things like, let's say you're making a leather envelope, then you could make a cut like this, and then you make the other piece, for example, like the other piece come down like this, and then you make it like this, so that it makes a envelope shape. Do you know what I mean? So that could be another useful way to make a closure, very easy closure without any hardware. Okay, so that was the thing, and it becomes very, very sharp. So be careful using this tool. You might hurt yourself on your hand or anything like that. So don't underestimate this tool. It's a knife edge, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, I should show you this. It's it's a Kyoshi. It says Kyoshi on the handle, and the other side it says Made in Japan. So Made in Japan product, great material, very great fit and finish, very well made. For the price, I'm very surprised Japan could still possibly can make this kind of quality products at such a low prices. So I really highly recommend this tool. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great day today, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.